What's up, everybody? WayoftheBey here, and today we have a lot of news to go over. Lots of news for literally the end of GT and the beginning of a new series. So, a new season, maybe. Most likely, it's not a new type of Beyblade because we had Beyblade Burst, Beyblade Metal Fusion. I don't think it's something like a new Beyblade thing. It's most likely a new season from how the whole news thing's set up. Where I'm getting my news from is the unofficial Beyblade information site. And I'll leave the link in the description. You can see it for yourself. This is where I get a lot of my news. It's never really failed me yet. Some of the stuff, it says maybe it's happening, like new Beyblades that are coming out, but they're pretty good at getting news before anyone else knows. So I'll leave the link in the description so you can see it yourself, and just that way you can see some news before other people. But so far we have a lot of news to go over. So till the end of GT and then even beyond the new season, about 5 months into. So 2020 May is where the last bit of news we get. So first off, 2019 December. So next month, Christmas time, we get a B155 starter. Maybe a Diabolos evolution, because Ace Dragon and Diabolos have been rivals since Dragon and Diabolos have been rivals since the beginning. It would only make sense if Diabolos also got an evolution. Ace Dragon got beat by Prime Apocalypse, as you can see right here. Prime Apocalypse beat him. We now get Imperial Dragon. It'd be cool if we got a Diabolos evolution. Maybe if it's a battery powered driver, a new bullet upgrade too, where it actually shoots at a driver in a better way and doesn't lose balance. So if we get a Diabolos evolution, that would be awesome. So the next thing is the B156 Random Booster 18. So it's the 18th Random Booster. Have no clue what's coming in it yet. Something. But it's a Random Booster. It's going to come with 8 random Beyblades. So the prize base should be a new base. If you've seen my alphabet theory on the bases, a new lettered base. I'm not sure exactly what letters they are yet right now. But a new base for the prize bay from the pattern we've been seeing lately, so most likely that. So that's it for December. Then next year, 2020 January, we will be getting the Last Boss Booster, which is a defense type. Maybe it's Regalia Genesis, gets an evolution and just gets stronger. An evolution, it's a defense type, supposedly a defense type booster or a start or it's just a Last Boss booster, like we've got with Spriggan Requiem. We had Longinus. We've had Dead Phoenix. Those are all the bosses of each season. We should be getting a new one, which is the defense boss. Most likely Regalia Genesis. That's the only one that makes sense, because Regalia Genesis is a defense type. So that's for January. Another thing that's coming out January is another random booster, which is the 19th. So still no clue what that could be. Maybe a new base. Maybe even Regalia Genesis will get a base and chip. So we have no clue of what's coming until that actually comes. But it's the B157 Last Boss Booster, which is a defense type Beyblade. Then we get the B158 Random Booster 19th, which maybe will have a new base from the pattern we've been seeing. So most likely that. So that's 2020 January. So then we go to 2020 March. So skip another month and we go to March. So that's when supposedly the new series starts. So take this with a grain of salt. This might not be true, but from the website, it hasn't really failed me yet. All the news I've been seeing has been successful. It's just take this with a grain of salt. It's not 100% sure yet, but most likely it is from what I've been seeing so far. So new series, we get the B159 booster, then we get the B160 booster, then we get a B161 booster. So looking at GT, we got 3 boosters. That was Ace Dragon's whole set. We have Slash Valkyrie, then we had Bush and Ashura. So that was 3 new Beyblades. So most likely this is true. So we'll get the new season of Beyblade with a whole new gimmick and everything. So this is in March. So we might be getting a new series in March. A whole new Beyblade thing. No clue what it's called yet. I know absolutely nothing. except there are going to be 3 new boosters that come out, and then the B162 is going to be a battle set. And battle sets pretty much are like starters. If you're new to Beyblades or anything, those might be what you get. They come with 2, or sometimes they come with 2 launchers, 2 Beyblades, and then a stadium. That's a battle set. I got the Beyblade Gatinko battle set, which came with a stadium, 2 ripcord launchers, and Slash Valkyrie and Ace Dragon. They looked a little different from the real one. They were like a little transparent, and there were slight differences from the real one, so that's what you could see. So battle set, most likely if it's a new season of Beyblade, then it will get a battle set, so that's also true. So we have 4 releases, and that's in March, which is sort of like Beyblade Burst GT, how it released. I don't really remember Chozy or anything below that, so GT is what I remember pretty well. So far this seems pretty true. Then we get in April, so a month after March, April, we get the B163 booster. So it's just another Beyblade that comes out. It's probably going to be like Wizard Fafnir. That was the 4th Beyblade that was released a month later. So far, not sure what's coming out yet, but it's following the pattern of GT so far. So we're with releases. So most likely it's true. Still, some of this can be false and some of it can be true, but from what I'm seeing, this new series seems pretty cool with Beyblades. We'll get 3 releases instantly in March, so that's next year, but it's not that far away, just about 4 or 5 months, don't really know for sure, but in March, or 6 months, I don't know, but it's just next year, March, we should be getting a whole new series. The show might be starting. We'll get 3 new Beyblades that are released, we'll learn about, then we'll get a 4th one, and then right after that, we get a random booster, which will probably come with a new Beyblade that shows up in the show. GT hasn't really been doing that. They were just all boosters and like big sets and all that. They didn't really release any new Beyblades in the random booster. Back then with Chozy and all that, they did release new Beyblades in the booster, so maybe we'll get back to that again. But that'll be the B164 Random Booster Volume 20. So if it's the 20th booster, that means it's following GT. If it was a new Beyblade whole thing out there, then it wouldn't be following B1 anything. It'd be a new thing. So far this seems kind of true. This, like I said, check it yourself. Don't take it serious until we actually get for sure pictures and everything like that. But so far, it seems kind of true. So April we'll get a booster, which should be something new. Then the B164 is a random booster. Then B165 should be a launcher. Then in May, we will be getting the B166, another launcher. Then B167 is another booster, which should be another Beyblade. Sort of like, I'm not sure if it was Diabolos or Judgment Joker, one of those Beyblades. Should be something like that. But that is all I have on all the news. That's as far as it went into May. So new season, that's actually pretty, or a new series it says. So season, series, sort of the same. So seems pretty surprising. I'm kind of glad Beyblade Burst isn't ending yet, because they just are starting to release battery powered drivers. Maybe the new series will be focusing on that, or instantly they'll just trash the idea. My guess is they're going to release at least 4 or 3 products with battery powered drivers. We have Regalia Genesis with the hybrid driver. Then we're getting Ace Dragon with the ignition driver. So the IG dash is ignition dash. The website says it's ignition, so ignition dash. And then the next Beyblade, which might be a Diabolos evolution, should also get a battery powered driver if they're following the same theme. And if it's just those 3 releases, then it'll probably be like the Chozy Beyblades, like Spriggan, Valkyrie, and Achilles. They had the gimmick where it was the burst stoppers or turbo blades, whatever you want to call them. So it was just 3 Beyblades which had that special gimmick. Then we might be getting Regalia Genesis, Imperial Dragon, then a new Diabolos, and they all have battery powered drivers, and it's just those 3 again. And that's kind of how you end that season. So That's my guess. But then we have a new series, and I have no clue what this series might be about. Most likely, it's not going to be about battery-powered drivers, because if they made every single release with a battery-powered driver, Beyblades would probably get a little more expensive unless they find a way to make it cheaper. Either way, I just don't see them making even more battery-powered drivers, maybe every now and then in the future, or maybe not at all, but I just don't see the new season as a battery-powered season. Maybe they'll get a new gimmick, hopefully not focusing on the Infinity lock gimmick, because Regalia Genesis' lock gimmick didn't really work that well. Prime Apocalypse, awesome Beyblade, one of my favorites this season, just it looks like Excalibur. Excalibur was one of my favorite Beyblades, so hopefully it's not on the Infinity lock gimmick unless they somehow do upgrade it. Most likely it'll be a new, I guess, gimmick. Chosy, some had gimmicks, but it was like the level chip. Beyblade Burst, God they all had like just gimmicks. Beyblade Burst was just the new Beyblade Burst. GT was the whole taking the base apart. So maybe we'll get something new, maybe something with the drivers, because Beyblade Burst God had the disc effect. Beyblade Burst GT had like the base being affected. Our drivers have been having gimmicks every now and then, but maybe just focusing on that, I have no clue. But this new season, if it's true, hopefully it is, but this new series should have something new. I'm kind of glad that Beyblade Burst isn't ending. I kind of really liked Beyblade Burst, but this will probably be the first time we get 5 seasons. So we've had Beyblade Burst God, Beyblade Burst Cho-Z, Beyblade Burst GT, then this new series. But that is it for the news. If you have any ideas, theories, comments, anything, just let me know in the comments. But that is pretty much going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching Way of the Bay.